Hello and welcome back to my YouTube video. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2. I thought that it would be good to show you how it looks on my skin tone and for anyone else that might be of a similar skin tone. And I thought we could go through the palette together today with some swatches, how I achieved this look, also just discussing my experience, which I will talk about at the end of the video. Let's start off with the palette. So this is how it arrived. It's absolutely stunning. I'm never disappointed with the way that the imagery and I guess the packaging that Pat has. I've been a massive Pat McGrath fan. I have been collecting her stuff from the first collection until now. I was, a little bit disappointed because the packaging came a little bit damaged on the corners, but customer service have kindly given me some money back on that, which is great. Let's go through this together. So I'm just going to open it up for you now. So this is the beauty. Is Divine Rose 2. It's absolutely stunning. I'll open it up for you so you can see. What's lovely, as all Pat's palettes are, is inside you get the names of all the colours inside the palette. So this is the black packaging, as all her other palettes are. As we know, this has come in rose gold as a limited edition. This is the beauty inside. I'm absolutely in awe of these colours. These colours are a lot more darker and better for, I'd say, medium to tan or to deep tan complexions, because, or any deep skin. The reason I say that is when you compare Divine Rose, the original, with this, you can see the difference. So very shortly I'll show you the two palettes side by side, but I thought I'd show you this right now. So this is Skin Show Opal, Naked Blush, Eleganza, Bronze Rose 005, Gold Lust 001, Extreme Burgundy, which is down here, Divine Dusk, Rose Seduction, and this is the one that everyone's been excited about, is the VR Extraterrestrial. Astral Pink Moon is the last one. I mean, I absolutely adore this palette. I think that this is probably her finest work yet, her finest palette. I don't know if you can see from my makeup, but it's a beautiful, beautiful collection in terms of how the colour looks. I have used about 3 or 4 colours for my eye look today, and I actually have her Flesh Fantasy lip gloss on at the moment, but I don't know what to say. I just love this so much, this palette. So here are some of the arm swatches for the Divine Rose 2. So if we start from the bottom, we have Skin Show Rose Opal, then Naked Blush, then Eleganza, Bronze Rose 005, Gold Lust 001, Extreme Burgundy, Divine Dusk, Rose Seduction, VR Extraterrestrial, and Astral Pink Moon. As you can see, these colours are absolutely gorgeous. So let me show you Divine Rose and Divine Rose 2 side by side. So these are the two palettes. So as you can see, this is Divine Rose. This is the colour scheme for Divine Rose. And then this is the colour scheme for Divine Rose 2. And you can see side by side how different they are. Divine Rose is kind of almost pale a little bit now in comparison. Divine Rose 2 seems a lot more richer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch Divine Rose alongside Divine Rose 2 so you can see what it looks like. So what I'm going to show you now is the two Divine Rose above and then Divine Rose 2 below, so you can see the swatches against each other. So the bottom one is Divine Rose 2 and then the top one is Divine Rose. So you can clearly see that Divine Rose 2 is a lot richer in colour taking nothing away from Divine Rose, I think that Divine Rose is beautiful as a standalone palette as well. It's just dependent on kind of what look that you're going for. I hope those swatches have helped. So I really wanted to talk about my experience with the customer service with Pat McGrath. I've been buying through Pat's website for, I guess, when she launched, you know, officially on her collection through that website. I was buying from the website. I've had some issues where I remember buying a couple of palettes and I remember buying Bronze Seduction, I think it was, and it arrived damaged. So I think my postman may have knocked it, or it had been knocked during delivery. So customer service were amazing, and they sent me a replacement and said to keep the one that I had, and then it came damaged again. And so they then said, look, keep both the palettes, we'll send you one more. And then when it finally arrived, it was fine. So on the third time they sent me it, it was absolutely fine. I'm trying to think of any other time that I've had trouble with the site. I think generally their customer service is really good. I've had probably good experience with the customer service when it comes to any kind of replacement, or if I've placed the wrong order. They've been really good too. I've had opportunities where, or occasions, sorry, where I ordered a lip gloss and I forgot I already had it, and what they did was kindly, I think because I couldn't cancel the order, they sent me a lip gloss of my choice to say sorry, or sorry for the mix-up, or I can't remember what exactly happened, but they were really good about it. Going back to this launch for Divine Rose 2, I was really excited about this launch. I was actually lucky enough to be able to watch the Pat McGrath chat with Naomi Campbell, which was on her, like, it was only like 7,000 people that were able to get on there. I managed to get on there and watched it the day before the launch of Divine Rose 2. So I think it really got me excited, just kind of really, really looking forward to the launch. And I remember on the day of the launch saying to myself, I really have to get the pink duo because I really wanted the rose gold of the Divine Rose 2 limited edition. I really, even though I had Divine Rose, I really loved the pink packaging, and I was sort of like thinking, well, I'll keep that and then I'll use the other one that I currently have and kind of keep that as like a collector's item. And the launch day came. I was online at 2 p.m, which is UK time when it launched here in the UK. Went on and I just had the worst sort of time, really. I went on and the website froze for about 20 minutes. When it froze, I couldn't, like, I was trying to add the pink duo into the basket, but as I was trying to add it, it was saying that I needed to remove something, and I was trying to add the lip trios and other things as well, and then it just kept saying I needed to remove something, but it wouldn't say what I needed to remove. So I was kind of, I didn't know what was going on, so I was kind of panicking, and 20 minutes went by. I know, I should never have waited that long. I should have just tried it on another device. But basically what happened was I went in and then suddenly, like, everything got sold out. Like, I should have guessed it would have been sold out in 20 minutes, but I guess I just didn't enjoy the experience. And I love Pat McGrath and I love her makeup and I love using all her stuff. It was just, from my perspective as a consumer and as a customer, I found the whole experience really, stressful. And I don't really think buying makeup should feel stressful. It should feel pleasurable. It should feel exciting. It should feel I just felt a little bit disappointed with the fact that I heard later as well that people were getting their orders cancelled after having placed their order. I mean, even if I got my order, I probably would have had it cancelled, because I heard that a lot of the international orders were cancelled. So I really don't know what happened, and I really hope Pat's team look at, I guess, the next launch and how they can improve that for people, because I know that a lot of people were disappointed. I don't want to be like a stuck record, so I'm sure a lot of people have been talking about it already, but I just wanted to feed back kind of my experience of using the site for this particular launch. It hasn't put me off from buying from Pat or from buying any more of her launches. I think I sent customer service an email and a couple of messages, and I also sent Pat one directly just to say, you know, it wasn't the greatest experience, and I hope that they will learn from what's happened, really, and, you know, hopefully it won't happen again. What can I say about this collection? I absolutely think that you will not be disappointed in this Divine Rose 2 palette. I think the colours are beautiful. I think that they are very, I guess, brown girl friendly. I'm a brown girl, and, you know, and when I saw it, now that I compare Divine Rose, it almost feels a bit pale in comparison. This one feels more richer. The palette feels more, just a lot more sort of intense, and I like that. I like the fact that the colours are bolder and stronger, and it looks so much, I guess it really suits my skin tone, and I'm sure it will suit a lot of women of colour and women who have darker skin tones like myself. So I think we're really going to enjoy this palette, and even for lighter skin tones, I think it just does such a great job for every skin tone that's out there. I think, you know, I know a lot of people said Pat stuff is quite expensive, and, you know, I agree, but I also think that you get what you pay for. I think that with this particular palette and with all Pat's palettes, it's quality, it's runway, it's used on the runway. It's you know, I think you have to remember that when Pat makes these palettes and does these formulations, they are designed for the catwalk. So they're designed to be used very quickly, to have impact, and to blend really easily, because when you're working, and I've done a few bits for London Fashion Week a few times, you only have 5 or 10 minutes to get a model ready before they have to run out. And if the makeup doesn't have that pigmentation around, and you know, that sort of, I suppose, that sort of power to have that kind of impact, it just doesn't work. And you need that kind of thing. And I think when you buy into Pat's makeup, you're buying into that experience as a whole, and you're buying into that sort of formula is for the runway and for catwalks and for editorial and for fashion shoots. So I think, you know, you have to kind of think, what do I need it for? And a lot of Pat's makeup, I actually prefer wearing Pat's stuff when I'm going out, or there's a special occasion, and not that I wouldn't wear it every day, it's just I find that her makeup is quite you know, it's quite strong, and it's as a statement. And you know, I always think I feel special when I wear it, and it's like my special go-to makeup when I feel like I want to feel good about myself. So yeah, absolutely 100% recommend this palette. I think it's one of the best she's brought out, and I really hope you enjoy using it. I welcome any comments that anyone has about Pat's makeup. I'm happy to sort of, you know, answer any questions coming from someone who has done freelance makeup and someone who has actually sort of been involved with London Fashion Week a few times. I hope that I can give you some tips about sort of any questions that you may have around this palette. So yeah, please leave any comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.